Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's My Guy Knows a Guy on the Frenzy Sports YouTube channel. Back on Wednesday, March 30th, 2022. Loaded NBA schedule today. Slight heartbreak last night with the Kyrie pick. He went under by half a point. Definitely missed some opportunities in the fourth quarter. Had a couple of smaller plays that came through throughout the day, but I was highly confident in Kyrie Irving last night. He came through. He did not come through. He came just a bit short. But today's a loaded schedule. I did write another newsletter today on my Frenzy Bets newsletter. Go ahead and subscribe to that if you're interested in the occasional free articles. Like today, today's newsletter is completely free. I made 10 NBA props selections. I published the newsletter already, so go ahead and sign up. The link is in the description for the video. I will share the picks here in the video, though. Let's try to bounce back today. Different sizing for the bets today, all props. I went high volume on this Wednesday. Really anticipating tonight's schedule. I'm actually headed to the Toronto Raptors, Minnesota Timberwolves NBA game tonight. Can't wait. You guys know I root for the Raptors. I didn't bet on the spread for this particular game, but I do have some props to share for it. I'm going to list them now. I'm hoping the home team gets a big win today. Both teams are in similar scenarios where their postseason fates are not completely solidified just yet. There's a lot of jockeying, a lot of posturing going on. It's a must-win game for both teams. It's a must-win game for both teams to see how it goes today. So yeah, I'm just going to list some of the picks and I'll share some of my thoughts. But you can see on the screen, you can see the a piece of the newsletter. As I said, check it out in the description below. Hit like on the video. Let's continue, everyone. I wish you the best of luck on all your bets. NBA betting today live stream. We'll be back. More analysis and some MLB baseball stuff as well. So just get ready on the channel. I'm going to share the picks one by one, list them out, and I'm out of here. I will be headed to the game. Enjoy your night. Deandre Ayton over 17.5 points. Plus 100. I placed a half unit bet on this against the Golden State Warriors tonight. As I said in my newsletter, in my write-up, never underestimate the power of financial incentives in the NBA. DeAndre Ayton is a highly motivated player right now. Yeah, just to know, I didn't share this on Twitter just yet. I see some people in the chat. I'll try to respond at the end, but this is a very quick video. I actually didn't even tweet it out. So just let me continue. DeAndre Ayton over 17.5 points. He has a distinct matchup edge against the Golden State Warriors. We're getting a decent line, decent pay, decent odds at plus 100. I jumped on this. He went under in the first two games without Chris Paul since Chris Paul's return. But this is the dynamic duo on this roster, the potent combination of Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. Over the course of the last 5 to 6 games, the Golden State Warriors have allowed bigs to do considerable amounts of damage to them on the interior. Players like Porzingis, Bam Adebayo, Clint Capella, they've been going crazy. Wendell Carter against this weak Golden State Warriors interior defense. The odds makers are showing the Warriors a lot of love here on the point spread. No lean for me on the spread today. I think it's a bit suspicious that the Suns are only favored by minus 4.5 on the road. They've been absolutely crushing their opponents. They're trying to get to 68 wins, it looks like. Hopefully they're not tired in the playoffs, but we'll see how it goes. I've played DeAndre Ayton over 17.5 points. I think he has a distinct matchup edge that we will profit from tonight. Half unit bet for me, though. Corey Kispert over 1.5 points. That is a part of the write-up that you can see on the screen. Not points. Corey Kispert over 1.5 threes made at minus 105 odds. He has really shot the ball effectively, over 40% from three for the Washington Wizards since the All-Star break. He's not getting a lot of love like some other rookies, although he has come on strong late in the season. This Wizards team has been adversely affected by midseason roster turnover and just a really controversial environment, a very negative environment in Washington this year. Corey Kispert hasn't had much attention on him over the last couple of weeks, but I've been impressed by his three-point shooting performances over the last couple of weeks. Like I said, I placed a half-unit bet on the over 1.5 threes made tonight against the Orlando Magic. That's Corey Kispert of the Washington Wizards. Keep an eye on the defensive attention that Kristaps Porzingis should be perceiving for the Wizards. It should be I'm not going to say he's going to be double-teamed all the time, but they have to throw bodies at Porzingis with the way he's been playing. Should open up space for the shooters for the Wizards. Kispert should benefit. Moving on, Fred VanVleet over 18.5 points. Simple bounce back spot for me today. I will be in attendance. I hope he does it right in front of me. We'll see how it goes. Fred VanVleet has experienced a bit of pain in his knee as of late, but he is not on the injury report. Clean injury report overall for the Toronto Raptors. A weak perimeter defense in the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is not an endorsement of a winner in this game, but I like Fred VanVleet over 18.5 points. D'Angelo Russell, over 2.5 threes made. He has cooled down a bit compared to the high standard that he set for himself. His three-pointer prop was regularly set at 3.5. 3.5 made for the majority of the season. He's regressed to the mean just a bit, but I do think D'Angelo Russell is primed for a big, impactful performance tonight against my Toronto Raptors, and I've taken him over 2.5 threes made at half a unit. Jalen Green, under 20.5 points, half a unit bet. This is a bet against if you were on some of the Spaces sessions yesterday as well. I was talking about some of these younger players and how their run of play at times, because either they're new to the league, it is unsustainable at times, and it takes a while for the numbers to reflect that, for the odds themselves to catch up to the performance of younger players. You see wild ebbs and flows, ups and downs with younger players. Up against the Sacramento Kings, they don't have much of a defensive resistance, but I think it's a bit of an overcorrection just off of a few decent games. I know that this is a team that's undermanned. Christian Wood is not playing. This is a very contrarian play. Christian Wood's not playing. Alperen Şengün is unlikely to play as well. Jalen Green, under 20.5 points is my bet in this one. I believe out of my entire list, this may be the most unpopular play. But I'm saying that what he's doing is a bit unsustainable. He's going to regress to the mean tonight just a bit, and I think it's just a bit too much of a public play. Jalen Green, under 20.5 points. The Rockets have been doing a lot of funny business lately. We're going to get to some smaller bets now. Franz Wagner of the Orlando Magic, over 14.5 points for 0.25 unit. With Wendell Carter out, and also Jalen Suggs out, there should be more shots to go around. I was a bit concerned that this line was only 14.5 points. So I went ahead and only placed a quarter unit bet here. Franz Wagner, over 14.5 points. Devin Vassell, over 13.5 points against the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. Quarter unit bet. This is a young, dynamic wing player, guard in this league. He has a bright future in this league. If you've been look at his box scores, inspect them closely. He has had a run of games where he's put up 10 or more field goals per game, dating back to the All-Star break, and 80% plus of his games. Okay, I think that's going to continue tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies team their schedules is been a bit too compact, playing a lot of games on a lot of nights. I think the guards for the Spurs will be able to run up and down the floor. Devin Vassell should benefit from this environment, and I'm calling a bounce back game for Devin Vassell tonight. Another the next three props are actually for the T-Wolves Raptors game. As I said, I'm going to be there, so hopefully these cash while I'm there. A sprinkle on Gary Trent Jr. over 2.5 threes, plus 150. These odds, the pay is very enticing to me. This is a player that's in a mini slump right now, but he still played 35 plus minutes the other night against the Boston Celtics. Gary Trent Jr. is healthy. I think he has shaken off his rust game, and he has a chance to light it up tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Small bet, quarter unit. Gary Trent Jr. over 2.5 threes made at plus 150 odds there. I like it. Another quarter unit bet out of the T-Wolves Raptors game. Karl Anthony Towns over 1.5 threes, over 1.5 threes against a team in the Toronto Raptors. In order for this team to get to the free throw line, for them to have meaningful impact in the paint on offense for the T-Wolves tonight, Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to stretch the floor. D'Angelo Russell is going to have to stretch this floor against a Toronto Raptors defense that can be suffocating at times. They have a lot of athletic wing players that love to defend in transition, and the only way to remedy that and combat that is to have an effective three-point performance. I think that the T-Wolves are going to have a concerted effort to really let it fly. Don't be surprised if they attempt a lot of threes as a team tonight. Karl Anthony Towns should benefit from this. It's only minus 105 to minus 110 range. Karl Anthony Towns over 1.5 threes made. My last bet. I know I'm speaking 100 miles a minute. I appreciate everyone in the chat. I'm going to check out the chat in just 1 second and get out of here. Just before I give the last pick, help the video get as many likes as possible. I really, really appreciate you. Super excited today. D'Angelo Russell over 15.5 points, quarter unit bet. I've already placed a half unit bet on his threes. This is a smaller bet on his points total. It correlates with my bounce back theory for D'Lo tonight. I think he's going to go over 15.5 points. There's going to be a considerable amount of defensive attention on Anthony Edwards. We know the history Anthony Edwards has with the Raptors dunking on Yuta Watanabe. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight, but I do like D'Lo over 15.5 points. You guys can scroll through the video. That's 10 picks that I shared for today, picks and props. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. There will be a weekly free issue, and if you're interested in taking things a bit further, I will be having betting reports for the upcoming MLB baseball season and the rest of the soccer season as well. Detailed research reports to help you come to better decisions in the betting markets. It's My Guy Knows a Guy on the Frenzy Sports YouTube channel. And actually, while I'm here, let me just say hi in the chat. I will. Oh, what's up, everyone? My dog, what's up, bro? Man, I was talking 100 miles a minute. 100 miles a minute, bro. And I was going to do this at 6 o'clock, but I might not have time. I really appreciate the love, bro. You're going undefeated too, bro. Let's get it. Let's go. Akbar, let's go. I'm going to recap the picks. I'm a speed recap. I'm a speed recap the picks, all 10 of them, and then I'm going to get out of here. Everyone, you may agree with some, you may not agree with all of them, but at the end of the day, bet responsibly. The playoffs are around the corner. There won't be any half-unit bets in the playoffs. I'm telling you that right now. It's full units or nothing. Let's keep it going, everyone. J Money in the chat. He's about to go live. Make sure you guys go check out that live stream. He's about to do his second live stream of the day. It's about to pop off. You guys need more picks, more analysis, especially on sides. Extremely sharp analysis with sides. Go check out that live stream in a few minutes. Akbar, what's going on, my dog? Marco, how's it? M Coco, what's up? Woody, how's it going? Sticky, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Karch, let's go, let's get it. Yeah, I played all 10 of the bets. You don't have to play them all, but I played them all. I felt like going high volume today. Kyrie pissed me off yesterday. I'm gonna recap the bets right now, and I'm going to get out of here. Help the video get as many likes as possible. Check out the newsletter. I'm just promoting the newsletter, trying to build something. Let's go, everyone. Deandre Ayton, over 17.5 points, plus 100, half unit bet. Corey Kispert, over 1.5 threes, minus 105, half unit bet. Fred VanVleet, over 18.5 points, half unit bet. D'Angelo Russell, over 2.5 threes. I think that's at minus 110 and minus 105, half unit bet. Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets, under 20.5 points, half unit bet. Franz Wagner of the Orlando Magic, over 14.5 points, quarter unit bet. Devin Vassell of the San Antonio Spurs, over 13.5 points, quarter unit bet. Gary Trent Jr., over 2.5 threes, plus 150. Those are juicy odds. It's risky. I understand if you don't agree. He's been in a mini slump. Gary Trent Jr., over 2.5 threes, plus 150 odds, quarter unit bet. Karl Anthony Towns, over 1.5 threes, quarter unit bet, and another bet on D'Angelo Russell, over 15.5 points, quarter unit bet. Let's enjoy the day, everyone. Playoffs around the corner, the best time of the year for basketball fans. March Madness, Final Four, all that this weekend. And best of luck to everyone. I truly mean that. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. See you guys next time. Live stream tomorrow. I'll see everyone tomorrow, bro. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Can't wait.